Welcome back, everybody. Sive is here with the Forex Peace Army.com. Today's Thursday, and that's why we're taking a look at the cryptocurrencies. Besides, situation here is that changing, and we need to actually take it into consideration and decide what we're going to do next, and actually what is happening here. So on monthly chart, you could see that market starts showing some more or less healthy bounce up from the support area that we have mentioned as an attractive area for accumulation of the long position. So those of you who are investing in a Bitcoin, holding positions for the long term, 3 months ago we said that will be the area that is interesting potentially. At the same time, currently, if you think that everything is lost and market already stands around 75, it is too late to take the position. Don't upset with that. By the two reasons, actually. First of all, we should understand that the current performance on the Bitcoin is more the byproduct of the United States dollar liquidity in relation to distribution of the money supply and dollar money supply across the globe. So once the crude oil starts rising, investors were needed more dollars to pay for it. Also, it was the big drawdown on stock market futures everywhere, so investors are searching for liquidity to plug the holes in the margins and so on. That explains the collapse. Now, overall situation is getting some relief, dollars returning back, and investors could now think about where to invest it. And you can see what's going on the stock market, where it's actually a solid rally has started, and some part of this pie probably is going to cryptocurrencies as well. At the same time, we should understand that this is very fragile equilibrium and very fragile background, because in any signs of the starting of the war again in the Middle East, it's definitely will make impact and reverse the situation back. Second, we see here some really contradiction between the reality and things, how overall markets are treating the situation. Somehow they are not or just ignore, just don't think about it, that actually the energy crisis that actually is standing in the way, it still stands ahead, because it's a big lag between the moment of the rising of the crude oil price and until the moment when this oil will be delivered to the destination point. It's usually 4 or 5 weeks when the tankers will arrive or not arrive in some areas on the planet. So it means that the remission of the bearish sentiment is still could happen. This is first moment. Second moment, even purely on a technical analysis, it also suggests some another leg of the retracement down, because take a look what actually we have. Huge drop, collapse on the monthly market with the breaking of the reversal levels on the monthly chart, and now the first pullback that just starting. It means that resistance of the momentum, it hasn't disappeared, it's still here. And this first pullback, it means that once it will be over, whatever it will be to any level, 50%, 6, 180, or just 30%, the another leg to fade the bearish momentum should happen. So rest of the momentum will press on the market at some point and make it to show the deep retracement. That will be another chance for considering taking a long position here. That's what we have on long-term charts. In the shorter term, on the weekly chart, if you take a look here, we have some bullish signs. So first of all, you could see that with this upper direction, market erased this grabber, as previously has been formed, and actually it needs just move slightly higher to erase this one. So this will be at least something on the bullish side, which might be the first sign that market intends to keep going higher. So here we have nearest fib level. Resistance stands around 85, 83 area, so it probably will become the nearest destination of the possible upper direction if the bullish situation will be confirmed, and if we will not get any negative external geopolitical events or whatever. So if everything will remain as it stands right now, chances are not really high for that, but let's hope that this will happen. So now we estimated necessary conditions to get at least some bullish background here was jumping above the 75, 76 area. Nearest resistance stands around 83, 85. Now if we drop our time frame to the daily, you will see that we have here the ABCD potential pattern that leads you precisely to the same level around 81, 82, and right to the confidence resistance on the daily, as I said, on the weekly, 83, 85. And here, as you can see, also was previous consolidation that also will work like a resistance. So that will be really rock hard barrier, and actually from technical point of view, it easily could become the one that will push the price lower and trigger on the deep retracement that I'm talking about in the beginning. So that's potentially bullish scenario that might happen. On lower time frame, what we have on the 4 time frame chart, if we consider our initial ABCD pattern, that was first target met, retracement, ABCD pullback, market is start hunting on the next target, which is a 82.30, perfectly agrees with the same resistance area. So here's we have really big cluster. So next area. Correspondingly, if you're thinking about taking long position, currently it's very difficult to find some particular pattern. Initially we thought about the hand shoulders. In some type it has been formed, but here it was very small shoulder and actually has not reached the predefined level around 70 and actually started the upper direction earlier. Despite that, later some pullback has happened. Now you can see here we have good thrusting action, good acceleration back to the top. Market is challenging the top here. So one of the potential trading setup that you could try to follow if you would like to, it's following the channel. So currently you can see market is forming an upside channel. You could see it on the hourly chart. It keeps it really accurately with the nice signs of the acceleration on any bullish leg that is forming right now. Correspondingly, for example, if we will get the kind of the ABCD pullback here, getting at least triple to buy near the lows of the channel, that will be good step. Theoretically, it might be taken. Might be considered if you would like to follow this upside tendency. That's the step that we could consider right now. Nominal context remain bearish. We see some excessive risks externally from the external factors, but unfortunately we can't control it and can't predict it. So that's why we just should understand that in any moment they could come and break apart the whole fragile bullish context that's now is forming. But currently we could actually deal with it with minimizing the potential risk, and that we could do only using some patterns. So for instance, getting this pattern, placing stop somewhere outside the channel or even below these lows if it will be possible. It might be one of the solutions that you could use here. So that's probably all that we have currently on the cryptocurrencies. Let's see just how it will go. And now let's keep an eye on this potential pattern that may be formed. Maybe it will be the stop for short-term trading opportunities.